This video provides an overview of the Spider-Man and Hulk basketball offenses. The key concepts for these offenses are looking to pass before dribbling. This is not necessarily only related to these offenses, but in general is a good fundamental habit for players to develop. We'll talk about this more later in the video, but remember, it is important for each player to look to pass before dribbling. Passing is the key to good team offense. For the Spider-Man offense, the key is passing and cutting, or we could say passing and swinging in the case of Spider-Man. Pass and cut to the basket. Think pass and cut. For the Hulk offense, the key is setting picks away from the ball. Think pick away. Some of Spider-Man's greatest superpowers are his quickness and agility. Spider-Man is known for his quickness and agility. Therefore, the Spider-Man offense is set up to allow plenty of space for players to use their quickness to cut and move to the basket. Remember, after passing the ball, the player should cut to the basket. Pass and cut. Let's start with a description of the positions. The initial responsibility for the point guard, represented here by Spider-Girl, is to bring the ball up the court and call out the play that will be used during the current possession. When the offense starts, the point guard should be between the half-court line and the top of the key. The initial responsibility for the high forwards, represented here by the Iron Spider on the left and the Black Suit Spider-Man on the right, is to make V-cuts to get open for a pass from the point guard. To start, the high forwards are positioned on either side of the foul line, roughly midway between the key and the sideline. Similar to the high forwards, the initial responsibility for the low forwards, represented by the Arachnid Kid on the left and Spider-Man on the right, is to run V-cuts to get open. The low forward should be between the sideline and the side of the key, but closer to the basket or lower on the key than the high forwards. Remember, this is a Spider-Man offense, so we need room to cut or swing to the basket. The forwards are lined up between the key and the sidelines, not next to the key, but between the key and the sideline. As the point guard approaches the half-court line, they call out the play, in this case Spider-Man. The point guard then moves the ball into the front court while the forwards run V-cuts to get open.
Spider-Man.
The point guard passes the ball to either of the high forwards, in this case to the Iron Spider, then cuts to the basket looking for a pass back. Note that it doesn't matter which side the ball goes to, the principle is the same: pass and cut. Let's watch that again.
Spider-Man.
Of course, the point guard won't be open every time this play is run. Therefore, let's run a scenario where we see what happens when the point guard isn't open during the cut to the basket.
Spider-Man.
Right now, let's say that the point guard is not open. As the point guard cut to the basket, she created a space for a passing lane at the top of the key that should be filled by the next closest player, in this case the Black Suit Spider-Man. The Black Suit Spider-Man has now created a passing lane for Spider-Man to move into. Notice how the players without the ball are rotating to positions closer to the ball. And Spider-Man has created a space for the player who did not receive the ball during the cut to the basket. After the Iron Spider passes the ball, he cuts to the basket. Let's watch that again.
Spider-Man.
Of course, in a real game situation, things will move a little more quickly. In this case, neither Spider-Girl nor the Black Suit Spider-Man are open, so the Arachnid Kid gets open to receive a pass. The Iron Spider then cuts to the basket. In the games, plays usually do not work the way you draw them up in practice, so it's important to remember the principle of passing and cutting. No matter how the play breaks down, continue to pass and cut. Even if you're not exactly sure where you're supposed to go, pass and cut to the basket. Here's another variation of the play.
Hulk! Smash!
Because the Hulk is known for strength, the Hulk offense utilizes strong picks where players need to hold their ground and plant their feet firmly without moving to establish stationary blocks for their teammates. The key to the Hulk offense is picking away from the ball. Remember to think pick away. For the Hulk offense, the point guard is represented by She-Hulk. Her initial responsibilities are to bring up the ball and call out the play. Then pass the ball to the low forwards, who will be coming off of picks set by the high forwards. The high forwards are represented by Scar, the Gray Hulk on the left, and Red Hulk on the right. Their initial responsibilities are to set picks for the low forwards. The low forwards are represented by A-Bomb, the Blue Hulk on the left, and the original Hulk on the right. Their initial job is to run off the picks set by the high forwards in order to receive a pass from the point guard. Notice the position of the forwards in the Hulk offense. They are close to the key to make setting picks easier. To start the play, the guard, She-Hulk, calls the offense and moves the ball across the half-court line into the front court.
Hulk.
The high forwards, Scar and Red Hulk, move down to set picks on the two defenders guarding the low forwards, indicated by the red X's. Notice that the two players closest to the ball run away to set picks. This is what is meant by the term pick away. Run away from the ball to set a pick. The two low forwards, A-Bomb and Hulk, cut toward the guard to receive a pass, running as close to the picks as they can in order to brush off their defenders.
Hulk.
For many young players, the tendency is to move toward the ball. However, this is not a good practice because it can clog the passing lanes and bring as many as 4 additional defenders into a space where there should only be 1. Therefore, this should be avoided. Instead, the Hulks will continue with their offense by picking away, with the two closest players to the ball, She-Hulk and Red Hulk, moving away from the ball to set picks for A-Bomb and Scar. In order for the Hulk offense to work, the players cutting off of the picks, in this case A-Bomb and Scar, need to be patient. This means that A-Bomb and Scar cannot begin their cuts until She-Hulk and Red Hulk have planted their feet firmly in place to set the picks. The first option is for Hulk to pass to the player closest to the basket, in this case Scar. Let's watch this again. First, Scar and Red Hulk will pick away from the ball, meaning that they will set picks for A-Bomb and Hulk.
Hulk.
After She-Hulk passes the ball to Hulk, she and Red Hulk set picks away from the ball for Scar and A-Bomb. As Scar and A-Bomb run off of the picks, Hulk passes the ball to Scar for an open shot. This time keep an eye on A-bomb. If Hulk's first option, a pass to Scar, is not available, his second option is a pass to A-bomb. If the ball goes to A-bomb, what should She-Hulk and Hulk do? Remember the rule for the Hulk offense? Pick away. This means that the two players who are closest to the ball, now She-Hulk and Hulk, set picks away from the ball for Red Hulk and Scar. To demonstrate that the pick away rule works regardless of position on the court, this time She-Hulk will pass to A-bomb.
Hulk.
Now She-Hulk and Scar are the two players closest to the ball, therefore they will pick away for Red Hulk and Hulk. A-bomb's first option is a pass to Red Hulk, and his second option is a pass to Hulk. This time he will go with his first option. One more time.
Hulk.
These offenses do not ensure that every player will score, but they are geared toward teamwork, which improves everyone's chances to score. It's understood that this can look complicated and take a while to learn. Also, part of the offenses require that players do things that may feel unnatural at first, such as not dribbling when they first get the ball or running away from the ball in order to get open for a pass. Patience and perseverance are important, and if you continue to work on this in practice and rewatch this video from time to time to refresh your memory or to see things you may not have seen before, you will get the hang of this. Before concluding, let's talk about the importance of passing in basketball. Oftentimes in youth leagues, players will receive a pass from a teammate and immediately begin dribbling until they're close enough to take a shot at the basket or until the defense stops them. Then they look to pass. This is a bad habit that can lead to unnecessary turnovers, bad shots, and frustrated teammates who may otherwise have been open for passes. Therefore, it's critical that players look to pass first and then dribble if necessary. Basketball is a team game, and the essence of the team in basketball is best demonstrated when players look to pass to their teammates. From a practical standpoint, passing the basketball is the fastest way to advance the ball and the best way for the team to get an open shot. Passing also improves performance on defense because players who are involved on offense are more inspired to play good defense. We conclude this video with a few examples of good team passing. Here are a few things to keep in mind when watching this clip. In addition to passing, watch how the players cut to the basket. Watch how the players dribble only when necessary, and when they do dribble, it is to get into better position to make a pass. Watch how players pass up small openings for shot attempts in order to give their teammate a wide open shot. Watch how all the players get fired up, not just the guy who makes the basket.
Harris and Nelson in that backcourt. Harris came to the ball. Dribble driving, gave it up to Nelson. They're moving the bodies here, Cavaliers.
Yes, they are.
Good defense. Backside Harris, look out for three. Got it.
Moving the bodies and moving the ball side to side.
But just couldn't drop that one in. Cavs a 2-point advantage. 9 lead changes in this first half.
Great
Irving,
pass.
oh, what a look, and it sets up the ball movement, and back to Irving. You bet! Excellent possession from Cleveland, and a timeout for Houston.
So watch this beautiful pass, great movement of the ball. You help to the corner, you swing it. Guess who gets the shot? Beautiful basketball. Kyrie knocked it down.
I think Pop wanted a better shot there. Kawhi, the save, and it goes to Aldridge. Parker, Mills, Parker, Patty Mills, yeah! And the foul! After the pass by Jamal Crawford. Crawford with the score tonight. They've been led by Chris Paul with 22. Bobo inside. Back out to West to Manu. Simmons chased off the block. Mills the same. Inside. 5 seconds. Wild problems. Good patience. Kept moving it. And Patty Mills with the bucket, the assist from David West.
Once again, David West looks like he's been in the Spurs uniform for a long time. He just continues to make the right passes.
Again, look how everybody touched the ball there without it going to the floor. Ginobili somehow gets it to go after some contact.
He'll test the defense, giving to Ginobili. Rapid ball movement. Diaw high left side. Toss to Mills. Works across the inline. Over to Ginobili. Diving into the lane. Off balance.
4-point game. 90 seconds gone by here in the fourth of game one.
And Kevin Love at the 5, which makes it very, very difficult to guard.
Love, Jefferson, Dellavedova. Shumpert inside. James back up top. Passed up a layup. Dellavedova hits a three.
Raced it. Raymond sets that screen. The return pass. The lob. Tic-tac-toe. This is beautiful offense. This is the way basketball should be played. Sharing the ball.
Got traded to Memphis and on to Sacramento. Jameer Nelson, bounce pass. Had a good setup for Murray, didn't take the shot.
Extra pass, Chandler. That's ball movement, Scott.
Extra pass and extra movement. Chandler started moving when Jameer put the ball on the floor.